Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what's up? Pew, pew, pew. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. First things first, I want to say, man, if you are watching me right now this morning ahead of college game day, I appreciate it and I love you so much. Without further ado, let's get into the stuff, shall we? We're going to get into the stuff. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start off with Drake. It's a lot of stuff because it's 2 days worth of stuff. At some point, I was really supposed to split it up and have some stuff for tomorrow, but I didn't do that. So I got 2 hours to squeeze all this in. Let's see how much I can do. Drake having a Hello Kitty and Hell's Angels sticker on the same laptop is crazy work. But let me give you some recent background info on that group. And here's the Hello Kitty and Hell's Angels sticker. This Hell's Angel. Support your Hell's Angel Malacca, whatever. Recent hate crime indictments. In 2023, 17 members and affiliates of Hell's Angels in San Diego were indicted on hate crimes for a brutal on 3 black men. Prosecutors stated that the group chased and attacked the men while shouting racial slurs, while one victim was being yanked in the chest. A longtime Hell's Angel leader was later sentenced to 14 years to life for his role in the attack, historical and ongoing exclusion of black members. The Hell's Angel reputation for racism is rooted in its historical practice of excluding people from membership in the U.S. The rival Mongols MC was founded in 1969 by Hispanic bikers after they were denied entry into Hell's Angel based on their race. While some European chapters have had the members of color, the vast majority of the chapters in the U.S. remain all white. The club's policy have been traditionally, quote unquote, no blacks, and they don't have no whites. Oh, wow. Going to cover this in a video. And here's the video, so you guys make sure you guys, They turned into Hell's Angels defenders in the comments, LMAO. It's wild. Meanwhile, you look broke and still broke, and you still gonna pay your rent during the government shutdown. The government shutdown doesn't affect YouTubers or private sector employees. But facts, obviously, your strong suit. Bless your heart. Yikes. You are yapping. Hell's Angels have black members in Montreal and Toronto and work with black gangs in both cities. Still doesn't change the nasty history of the Hell's Angels. Also, what you're showing is a fraction of Hell's Angel. It clearly sent us is your point is stupid. LOL. In Montreal and Toronto, where he's from, they have black members and they work with black gangs. Google Greg Woolley to see his story and see how many bikers can't show up to his funeral. I believe you. They have black members internationally. I'm just saying that doesn't change the history of Hell's Angels. You understand everything you screenshot, you posted is America and not Canada, right? The history of Hell's Angels, where did it start? America. So what does that mean? Bloods and Crips started in LA, but it's all over different states and it's practiced differently in each state and city. Yeah, they operate pretty similarly. You're gonna look stupid here. Stuff's different in Canada in 89 and 81, so that's not good. Okay, whatever. So yeah, it's people defending the history when he's saying the stuff. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. We got 2 hours worth of stuff. So is that something? I don't know. But it's something I noticed. So there you have it. Salute to Bernice King and John Hope Bryant for stepping up to shut down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. content when it comes to Chat GPT. So they have stopped it all, and he's off limits to Gen AI. Here's a statement from OpenAI's newsroom from the King Estate. The estate of Martin Luther King Jr. Incorporated, King Incorporated, and OpenAI have worked together to address how Dr. Martin Luther King's likeness is represented in source generations. Some users generated disrespectful depictions of Dr. King's image. So at King Incorporated's request, OpenAI has paused generations depicting Dr. King as it strengthens guardrails for historical figures. While there is strong speech interest in depicting historical figures, OpenAI believes public figures and their families should ultimately have control over how their likeness is used. Authorized representatives or real estate owners can request that their likeness not be used in Sora cameos. OpenAI thanks Bernice A. King for reaching out on behalf of the King Incorporated and John Hope Bryant and AI Ethics Council for creating space for conversations like this. Thank you to Bernice King and John Hope Bryant, both friends of the channel and things of that sort. Hope, obviously just one of the best guys when it comes to financial advice and things of that sort, and just Black liberation. And Bernice King, of course, just carrying on the legacy of her father and always being there. We'll see, how she can continue to help if she does pitch in and help in the fight for justice for Jimmy Atchison and things of that sort over there in Atlanta. But yeah, man, it's disgusting. We've discussed it already when it first happened with Robin Williams and his daughter, and then Bernice and her daughter. Like, stop using these historical figures who have passed away in these sloppy AI videos just to tell a social media joke. It's not cool. It's not cute. And I don't know. I think it's just weird overall. So there you have it. I saw this post. It says, as a single mother, I'm saying this. I have no idea what this is talking about, by the way. I just saw it had a lot of interaction, so I copied and pasted it. Men have a sense of balance when it comes to providing routine and discipline, but also support, encouragement, and show unwavering dedication to their children. Men also tend to lead more with logic than emotion, while still allowing room for the children to feel and express emotions. They also tend to have separate their trauma when they're healing from for their responsibilities as a father. A lot of women, not all, but a large majority, don't know how to balance all of these things on top of that, allowing their emotions to get the better of them. A lot of women are jealous of their children, harbor spoken or unspoken resentment towards a broken home, or refuse to break the cycle of trauma in some capacity. Heck, even some women with a partner struggle with all of this to become more apparent when single. I agree with a lot of the stuff she said with emotions and things of that sort. However, like she said, not all, because my mom definitely wasn't someone who didn't know how to balance all of these things and allowed the emotions to get better of her. I felt like she just did a good job as a mom. So, Mom, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. I love you and things of that sort. The DDG and Holly case is still going on right now. And, the supervised visits have notes of like DDG's interactions with his son. And it's just like him, like giving him McDonald's, him feeding him a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and him giggling and playing around with him and stuff like that. And that's just what they're doing, just normal dad and son stuff. And it's kind of nice to see, but it's also like, why are these visits still being monitored? Like, why is he being watched like this? Over, like, it shouldn't have gotten to this point to know that they have a normal father-son relationship, but that's what it is. And the baby's comfortable and the baby likes being there and stuff. So best of luck to DDG as he continues his custody case and stuff like that. And, protection for Holly as well, because at the end of the day, Holly's just a human, bro. And she is from Atlanta. She's from Smyrna and stuff like that. So she always has, I always have her support. I always got her back as well. And, just prayers to both of their mental health and all of that stuff and the thing. Do I fool with Larry League? Bro, yes, bro. I love Larry League, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Waffle House, 2 a.m. Got that country ham. It good. I was just thinking about that song like earlier this week because people were talking about Waffle House. Love Larry League, bro. 100%. Legends forever. I'll always have respect for them. I expected them to be huge. Like, I thought they were going to be it, bro. Because I tend to be like kind of early on a lot of stuff. I just knew when I was like doing all the Larry League stuff, like the interview and everything, I just knew Larry League was going to. But man, they quit, bro. They gave up. But Sensei's doing his thing as a producer, you know what I mean? So that's cool. Randy still, I see Randy put out some single, not singles, but like solo artistry stuff every now and again. And but Larry Loudpack, he is just kind of going 0 dark 30 and all that stuff. So that was interesting. But yeah, I still rock with Larry League. Like Larry League forever. That was not just a phase. And I'm like, oh, I regret listening to Larry. Nah, like Larry League, them dudes was like that back then. They like that now. Shouts out to Larry League. Shouts out to Larry Loudpack. Shouts out to my brother, DJ Dolphin. Shouts out my dog. Shouts out Randy. And shouts out to Sensei ATL, man. The whole Larry League for sure. Legends, Southern legends. Speaking of Larry Lee, white music theory.
D'Angelo said that funk music is black rock and roll music, and all rock and roll music is just black music. But white people don't know that back when the Billboard charts were segregated in the 20s and the 30s, the all-white music chart that we know of as country was called Hillbilly Records, and the all-black music chart that we know of as R&B was called race records, and no one wanted to listen to the all-white version of anything. Just like with all sports, they didn't want to watch it either, so white businessmen had to find a way.
What he said? He said, "I just watched one of your vids with them. It's a sad cause because they have lit music, or it's sad because they have lit music." Yeah, no, it is, man. Like, I mean, I wish I could just, like, you know what I'm saying, talk to one of them and just ask why they stopped. I know, you know, DJ Dolphin, like I said, he left towards, like, when they first started, like, really blowing up and stuff. He left the group to kind of focus on his other bands and stuff. But I would love to just kind of ask one of the last three remaining, Larry, Sensei, or Randy, like, why did the overall group decide to break up? It was sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's sad, bro.
To whitewash their art and sell it to white people. It's just really simple. And they did this by infiltrating it with actors who would gentrify the space over time and dividing it into genres and then killing it off. So when D'Angelo says that the sound of funk music was coming back to reclaim the pyramids, he's talking about the fact that every genre is created by black artists and then killed off by white ones. In the 40s, after the R&B charts get too black or risque, as we said, in comes the soul music movement. In the 50s, when that's too overrepresented with black artists, we need to find a new way to make money off the sounds using white actors. In comes rock and roll. Once that becomes too Jimi Hendrix for the Suburbans, what happens? The British invasion of unprecedented mediocrity. The worst music we've ever heard. America's first British boy band genre killers pacified black rock music in the same way that the boy bands of the early 2000s drowned out D'Angelo in the neo-soul movement of the time. It's why you've never heard the Beatles live and you would never want to. Just hit integration. All of that happened during segregation. It's 1965. We're in the middle of the civil rights movement, and there's a new wave on the way. It's the combination of every style of music that we bastardized. It's called funk music, and we're not going to be able to stop it. I have to do a part 2 because this is when black culture takes over the world because we're no longer able to contain it. I'll get into some other quotes that D'Angelo said, but he truly was amazing. They don't make them like they used to. Have a nice day, guys.
Shout out to D'Angelo, man. Like he said, that the true, like, pure, if you're looking for what is black music, I feel like D'Angelo is someone who made black music and was unapologetic about it, even though he hated the term neo soul and the box that it created. He hands down, time after time again, said, "I make black music. I make music for black people," which I've always appreciated. So God rest his soul. And shouts out, man. I think that stuff is always important to, like, preserve and to, like, draw the line in the sand, because without gatekeeping, you allow other people to steal the culture and steal the sauce. Like we say right here, right? I'm having this discussion with Z3G. I have no problem, no issue with Larry League and stuff like that. I have no issue with, like, white rappers. But, like, I also understand when people want to gatekeep hip hop and they trip over, white women rappers or white rapper, whatever the case might be, right? You have to be careful with it in preserving the culture and make sure it doesn't get away from you, because it's already been commercialized, which we're going to get to with this Tyler Creator conversation. But, at least hold some type of, value and keep holding on to rap music and everything like that in our community. 911 actor Rockman Dunbar loses vid vaccine lawsuit against Disney. This stuff is always interesting. But here it is. This is written by Gene Mattis of Variety. Here we go. Okay. A jury on Friday rejected 911 actor Rockman Dunbar's claim that he was fired from a show due to his religious conviction against getting the vid-19 jab. The 8-member federal jury found unanimously in favor of Disney-owned 20th Television. When the verdict was read, Dunbar put his head in his hands. "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh," he shouted, then turned to his wife and children who were sitting in the gallery. "I'm so sorry. I'll be okay." Dunbar sued the company in 2022, alleging that the production failed to accommodate his belief in with the tenets of the Congregation of Universal Wisdom, which disapproves of jabs and other medical interventions. Dunbar's character, Michael Grant, was written out of the show in 2021 once the company opposed a jab mandate on actors and crew on set. During a 4-day trial in Los Angeles, Dunbar testified about his belief that the jab was harmful and against God's teachings. "Man created the jab to separate you from God," he said. Oh, Okay, that's okay. This is a spiritual war. This is a war of evil versus good. And I stand on the side of good. I stand on the side of God. I stand on the shoulders of God. All right. Disney's lawyers, led by Maria Rodriguez of McDermott, Will, and Schultz, argued that Dunbar lacked credibility. She noted that Dunbar routinely takes synthetic testosterone and, oh, brother, you can't do that. And anastrol, and was a leader of the congregation, which the leader of Congregation of Universal Wisdom called sacrilegious. Dunbar acknowledged on the witness stand that he is not "quote unquote" perfect. In our closing argument, Rodriguez scrolled through a list of 37 medications Dunbar is taking. Oh my gosh, this is way far from perfect, she said. This isn't even close. Get out of here, brother. Dunbar testified that he was making $100,000 an episode and was paid even for episodes in which his character did not appear. It was a dream job. It was like winning the lottery, and you gave that up because you didn't want to take the jab. Mind you, I have to say this. Mind you, not only did I take the jab, I took the booster, and then I took a separate booster. That was years ago. And guess what? I'm still here. Dunbar testified since his firing that he struggled to work. "Quote unquote, I'm underwater. I spent my entire retirement," he said. "This has taken a hole in my life financially that I'll never be able to get out of." Yeah, I bet. You used to getting 100,000 an episode. You're probably living a crazy lifestyle. But he said he has acted on the instruction from God not to take the jab, and he stands on that. "Take my cars, take my money, I don't care. You have to leave here with your soul intact. This is my spiritual wish, and I pass." Dunbar said he's not an anti-jabber, but he testified that his children have not received any jabs. He also told the jury that he believes that the jab has killed more people than the actual vid, and that the jab was made with aborted fetal cells and contains "quote unquote" disease. He also testified that 6 foreign objects have been found in the Pfizer jab that cannot be identified under a microscope. Disney lawyers called Dr. Glenn Bronstein, who was consulted the company during the pandemic and who testified that there are no live disease or fetal cells in any of the jabs. He was also asked about the claim of foreign objects seen under the microscope. "Hogwash," she said. "It's a ridiculous concept." Oh my gosh, you took Disney to court, brother, and you didn't have a solid argument. You took Disney to court off the strength of like, yo, can TikTok conspiracy theories, brother? Disney, Walt Disney, like Mickey Mouse, like That's So Raven, like Demi Lovato, like the Jonas Brothers. That Disney, bro. Come on, dog. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott. Scott Street, Dunbar's attorney, argued that his willingness to sacrifice his job underscores the sincerity of his religious views, which he said are no less real for being outside of the mainstream. "Quote unquote, what matters is whether he's true to himself and his belief." That's a great argument, Street said. "It doesn't have to be right. There are plenty of beliefs that are right, wrong, kooky. Who cares? What matters is whether you believe them. It's not up to your employee to question your belief." That's a good point. In her closing argument, Rodriguez stated that the company was not there to "quote unquote" judge religion, but she questioned whether Dunbar was seeking to pass off his sincere but non-religious opposition to the jab as a religious belief. She also argued that Dunbar failed to engage in an interactive process with his employer to accommodate the issue, suggesting that the situation could have been resolved more favorably if Dunbar had communicated better. In this statement, 20th Television said, "We are, quote unquote, we are pleased with today's verdict, which affirms that 20th Television acted fairly and lawfully towards Mr. Dunbar." As for comment outside the court, Dunbar said, "quote unquote, God still won a day." At least he's standing tall on his beliefs and everything like that. But geez Louise, brother, you were making 100,000. And you take medication though. Like you take like it's one thing if you don't take medication and you just all natural and you all like, I believe in God and stuff like this, and God told me not to do this, but you gave it up. It's crazy. Fumbled that bag. I calculated that the part of of him refusing to take the jab, and then the lawyer listed his 37 medicines. What an idiot. Now he's blacklisted forever. His conspiracy theories will be the reason his family won't have generational wealth. This man used his entire retirement savings to argue that the jab was from aborted mothers' bodies, aborted babies' bodies. Sick. This was not smart. Bag fumbled. Yeah, 100%. Like, bro, like, it's no way, like, you could be that dumb. Like you take 37 pills, bro. Like, you are a part of the system. You can't say, I'm going against the system. I'm this, I'm that. Like, y'all just got to look in the mirror and see what you're doing on the day-to-day. Like, it's simple. Like what are we doing here? Simeon coach, bro. The Simeon coach, if you guys don't know, the Simeon coach up in Chicago, legendary school, home to Jabari Parker, home to Anissa Morrow, home to Derrick Rose, up in Chicago, basketball savant. This high school basketball coach, the current boys basketball coach, took his team to China. He wants his boys to see the world. How many kids in Chicago, inner city kids in Chicago, did you guys talk down so much on? Like it's Iraq. Chirac, there it is. But guys talk down on Chicago like it's a literal war zone and this and that, and it's so horrific. This basketball coach was trying to take his boys to China, to Asia, take them out of their bubble, take them to see the world, take them to see something they never seen before. Maybe that motivates them to know they could do something in life, like with business or school or international affairs or international business, international trading, whatever the case might be, right? He takes them to China. What does the school do? Not the school, the Illinois High School Sports Association, they suspend them. Nasty work from the Illinois High School Sports Association. It's kind of like when the Florida High School Sports Association fined Teddy Bridgewater and suspended him for giving his kids Uber rides, for paying for their Uber rides to get home safely from practice when they get, because it's dark after practice. You know, you get out of practice at 6 p.m. with daylight savings time. It can be darker, and they have to walk back in these dangerous neighborhoods in South Florida. He pays for their $30 Ubers, and he gets in trouble for it, for self-reporting these things too. Okay. High school sports associations have a lot of nasty rules for young men, you know, what I'm saying, trying to do a good job of giving back to their communities and giving back to inner cities. There's so many things that people complain about, right? Of like, these kids don't have opportunity to do this. These kids don't have opportunity to do that. Someone comes along and tries to help those kids do said thing, but they do it via school. And then the school wants to penalize them for it. Why is that? Is it because of to keep the integrity of the rules intact? Or is it to hold down these kids and the youth from doing better for themselves and doing better for generations to follow? I don't know. Maybe I got my tinfoil hat on today. I don't know. IHSA penalizes Simeon and basketball coach Tim Flowers for bylaw violations on the trip to Hong Kong. This is from the Chicago Sun-Times. Shout out to the Chicago Sun-Times. The IHSA suspended Flowers for 6 games and 2 assistant coaches for 4 games. Simeon cannot practice for the first 3 days of the season and can only play 28 games instead of 31. This was written by Michael O'Brien, once again, of the Chicago Sun-Times. It was worth it to go to Hong Kong and create memories for those kids for the rest of their lives. It was worth it. You go, coach. Shout out Coach Tim Flowers, man. Stand on business. The Illinois High School Association leveled multiple penalties against the Simeon basketball program on Thursday. According to the IHSA, Simeon violated 2 bylaws on a trip to Hong Kong in September. Wolverines coach Tim Flowers coached the team in Hong Kong, which was not allowed in September. The IHSA suspended Flowers for 6 games and 2 assistant coaches for 4 games. Simeon cannot practice for the first 3 days of the season and can only play 28 games this season instead of 31. This is the second time the Wolverines have been sanctioned for a foreign trip. They ran into trouble after a visit to Africa in 2022. This time we made sure we did it the right way, Flowers said. The trip was approved by Chicago Public Schools. Everything was given to CPS, including an itinerary for the duration of the trip. Gold Lab, a company Derrick Rose runs clinics with, paid for the trip. Rose and Flowers were teammates at Simeon and remained close friends. Rose was with the team at the end of the trip. "Quote unquote, this is an experience to get you comfortable with being uncomfortable," Rose said to the team in a video posted on Instagram. "I cannot help that Derrick Rose is my friend, and opportunities come because of that," Flowers said. "Quote unquote, am I being held accountable because I have a friend that made it to the NBA? I don't think that's fair or right. That's all this is. The trip came because Derrick Rose knew people in Hong Kong that wanted to give opportunities to our young men to come see the world. Why should I be held accountable for that?" Preach, brother. It's unclear that the IHSA would have been okay with the trip Flowers attended and didn't coach, or if a group of parents took the team to Hong Kong and Flowers stayed home. The IHSA didn't release a statement on the matter and declined to give one when contacted. "Quote unquote, there are fall leagues being played in 6 different places that I know about," Flowers said. "Quote unquote, coaches are coaching and organizing their teams. The IHSA's problem is not the trip. It is that we should not have been organized as a team or as a program and should not have been around my young men. My argument is if we should not be organized as a team and we can't organize be around one another, why can everyone else? Ooh, clock it. He said, how can these kids have the same coach for these AAU programs and fall leagues and go with a different name and stuff like that? How can they do that? But I can't take my kids to China. Like, what's the difference? IHSA Executive Director Craig Anderson's initial penalty to Simeon included a 4-game suspension for Flowers and delayed practice start. After Simeon appealed to the IHSA board, the board increased the penalty to 6 games and added an additional sanction of 3 fewer games this season. It's unusual for the appeal to result in a larger punishment. Dang, so they appealed it and then he got that's nasty work, quote unquote. As far as the CPS and IHSA go, I am a sacrificial lamb, Flowers said, quote unquote. I did everything I was supposed to as far as making sure everyone knew what was going on. I have video evidence and photo evidence of the teams and coaches playing all across the state. We are not the only ones that did it. It is just our fall games were in Hong Kong and everybody else were at HF or Lamont or wherever it may be. Yikes. Simeon, September 10th through the 15th, International Youth Invitational. That is funny. The Wolverines were in Hong Kong for 6 days. Flowers said it was a life-changing event for his team, quote unquote. We have some kids going through some things right now, Flowers said, quote unquote. Some people just lost folks to violence. We have young people who were able to get away from the city to deal with the threats. It was so much bigger than just a basketball game. We were able to give these young men an opportunity to get out of Chicago, to get out of the hectic day-to-day of what they are going through. Quote unquote, some young men didn't want to come. They were able to walk the streets and go from one restaurant to another to the hotel and feel safe. Some high school teams play in local fall leagues. Head coaches are often in the gym, but not coaching from the bench. It all boils down to the fact that we are being treated unfairly, where there are fall leagues being played all across the state, Flowers said. If everyone else was not playing, I would understand this. Why are we being held to these rules when no one else is? CPS released the following statement. CPS takes seriously the findings and recommendations from the IHSA and will continue to ensure our district policies and procedures support the highest ethical standards and that our employees act in the best interests of our students, district, and our city. Way to throw your boy under the bus after you gave him the A-OK that he could do that. Yeah, you didn't stand on business at all, CPS, and you're scared of state. Cowardly move. Coward statement. Shouts out to Tim Flowers. Shouts out to Derrick Rose. Shouts out to Simeon and those young men over there. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Do not feel bad about this. You did nothing wrong. No food stamps for November because of the government shutdown. Here's a report about it from a TikTok lady. Shouts out to her.
The orange man done did it. He done did it. So the federal government just told the states to withhold the national SNAP benefits.
SSB, it's been a long time, brother.
And let me make something perfectly clear.
Hold on, let me run it back. I done yelled over this lady for the last 5 seconds. SSB in the building. Yeah, bro, I've been doing a lot of the morning streams now, the AM joints, you know what I mean? None of the like middle of the night joints, night shift and everything. I did one the other night just to do it, and Dan was on then. Zero came on earlier and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I know the night shift crew, y'all, all y'all and stuff like that. I abandoned y'all, so my bad. You know, my body got used to like doing morning streams, and so now it's like difficult to like stay up at night. He said, "Cool, yeah." So that's all it is. But yeah, let's get back to this no food stamps.
National SNAP benefits for November. And let me make something perfectly clear. Stopping Medicaid and food supplement, nutritional supplement, SNAP benefits right before the holiday season is 1,000% intentional. 1,000%. So that means it is either going to be epically late as a part of collective punishment. And they announced it right before No King's Day on the 18th.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be.
Yeah, probably. Instead of streaming at 3 a.m. and waking up at 7 to go to work at 9. Yeah.
Huge march going on the 18th. Just as a warning to everybody. They announced it on the 18th, or they announced it the day before the 18th, or a couple days before the 18th, that there's a huge possibility that there will not be any SNAP benefits for November or December, or it'll be epically late with no, I'm guessing, no rollback or no back amount. I'm guessing that's not confirmed. Military healthcare has been down all day, and they don't know when it'll be back up. They don't have any answers, and they can't tell them why it was down. Medicaid was down all day. All of this very much provincial because they just sent $40 billion over to Argentina. And they sent hundreds of million dollars overseas to Israel. All of y'all money, they sent it over to all these other countries and told you to starve for November. You can starve, bitch. You can starve, is what they said. This holiday season finna be a doozy. I'm interested to see how the white folks act though, cause y'all know they the biggest recipients of welfare. I'm interested to see how they react. I knew it was bad when me and MAGA started agreeing on certain shit. Hear me out. Hear me out. Not on the same things, but the common enemy. When we both started agreeing on the common enemy, that's when I said, "Oh, this is bad."
Okay. All right. I'll say this about this comment from SSB when he said she's talking like she needs food stamps. She doesn't look like she really needs it though. I think what she's pretty much saying is like no food stamps in November and December, like she's saying around the holidays, is a lot of people, if you have food stamps, you can save like the little bit of money that you do make from your job or unemployment or whatever to like get presents for your kids. No food stamps, you got to use all the money that you have from like your job for necessities like food. And then it's like, now where does the money for toys and gifts come from now? You're kind of out of luck. If that's you, if you ain't had nothing stacked up and you already bought your presents, 3 months in advance, 2 months in advance, like right now, you're kind of out of luck, bro. And I think that's like the biggest like sad part of this. Yeah, man. The flights. Yeah, I was at I went to I flew home. I just flew home the middle of this week. I was here. I was at home. I was like here at my home on Monday night, and then I flew out back home to Atlanta on Monday night, and then I was in Atlanta from Tuesday, Wednesday, and I flew back Wednesday night. There were no delays, but my mom told me, she was like, yeah, like they might have delays or your flight might get canceled or pushed back because of the shutdown and stuff like that. Because TSA, all those people, those are federal employees, I believe. But nah, I didn't experience any of that. I did miss my flight on the way back, but that was just because I was just late. So I caught the late flight, the last flight of the night back home. And I got back to the office in time the next morning without receiving a speech about it. Yeah, man. The No Kings protest, I'm not familiar with though. I need to look it up. No Kings protest. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Oh, No Kings are playing in every U.S. state. Here's what to know. Saturday's marches. Oh, this is kind of crazy. Okay, We the People. Is this real? Oh, this is during the June 14th ICE things in LA. Yeah, that's crazy. I was out there, bro. Thinking back on it, like I was trying to be all safe. My mom calling, "Oh, you be good, stay inside." I should have went out there with my camera, at least got something, bro. I should have got something out there, bro. Like I ain't been in LA in like a year. You know what I mean? Like it was like, how often are you gonna be in LA to do something like this at this time? I might as well read it. Just a short story. I'll just read it. All right. No Kings protest. What to expect on Saturday's marches around the country. This was written by who at NPR? Alana Wise. Shout out to Alana Wise. Demonstrators across the U.S. are expected to take to the streets by the millions on Saturday, organizers say, to protest the policies of President Trump. The marches are part of the No Kings movement, which has accused the president of behaving more like a monarch than an actual elected official. Ooh. This will be the second massive waves of protests organized by No Kings. a network of progressive organizations fighting against Trump's agenda. Quote unquote, in June, we did what many claimed was impossible, peacefully mobilized millions of people to take to the streets and declare with one voice, America has no kings, the group states on this website. The overwhelmingly peaceful June protests were in response to the military parade held on the Army's 250th anniversary, which coincided with Trump's 79th birthday. Oh, he on some like emperor stuff for real. Critics said Trump had pushed for an extravagant parade, not to commemorate the armed forces, but to display his own vanity. Quote unquote, now President Trump has doubled down, no king states on the website, citing immigration detentions carried out by often mass immigration and custom enforcement agents, ICE agents, and administration's aggressive slashing of federal education resources, environmental protections, gerrymandering, and many other concerns. No King organizers estimated more than 55 million people turned out for the June protests. They speculate Saturday's events could be even bigger. House Speaker Mike Johnson has slammed the event as a quote-unquote hate America rally, and other Republicans have derided the event as anti-American. Responding to NPR's questions about the protests, White House spokesperson Abigail Jackson said, "Who cares?" Obviously, millions of people do. You just saw the numbers right there. Republican governors Glenn Youngkin of Virginia and Greg Abbott of Texas, in preparation for the day of protest, mobilized their state's National Guards, quote unquote, just like they're doing for the Young Boy. Y'all seen the Young Boy thing? Hey, our job talked about it, but Young Boy, they got 400 officers in preparations to be around the Smoothie King Center in the downtown city of New Orleans, the Warehouse District and stuff like that, for the Young Boy concert. His return, his first show to Louisiana since being released on house arrest and jail, just period. It's been years since he's performed in Louisiana, bro, his home state. It's going to be crazy. I have FOMO just leading up to it. I want to get in. If there's any way I could get in for free, I'm going. I don't know about buying no $350 ticket because I think those are the prices they at now, because, you know, it's the most second hype rap show of the year behind Kendrick Lamar going to Toronto in June. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Shouts out to Young Boy and his crew. No violence, stop the violence. The governor authorized the state active duty for training to help ensure the guard will be ready to respond if needed to keep the people feel safe. Youngkin spokesperson Peter Finicio told in a statement to VPM. The Texas newsroom reported that Abbott said in a statement, quote unquote, violence and destruction will never be tolerated in Texas. Texas will deter criminal mischief and work with local law enforcement to arrest anyone engaging in acts of violence or damaging a property. Speaking to Connecticut Public, the state's lead organizer, Jim Chapdelaine, reiterated the group's commitment to peace and importance of showing up for what you believe in. There are powers, quote unquote, that would prefer if we all just stayed in our houses, and I don't know if I would take up that crochet. Chapdelaine said in a Tuesday interview, it's really important to build community and solidarity and unity, and especially important to do all of that in a very peaceful way. So there you have it. No King's protests. Thank you, SSB, for pointing this out to me. Let me see what he said. Let me see. They're doing it today. DHS said 500K deported and 1.5 million self-deported. Dang, 2 million gone so far. But you know what happens when people get deported, right? A lot of people that determine, they just walk back over to the United States. They just come back over real quick. So 2 million gone. We're gonna see how many come back illegally. It's probably gonna be about at least 1 million of that, I would imagine. And the others might just stay in their old countries, their native lands, and then some might like try to, you know, apply for legal citizenship. Usually politicians say they're going to do this, but Trump is going through with what he's saying. Nah, he did what he said, man. He did everything except for build the wall and have China pay for it. All right, now on to Tyler, the Creator. This was the silliest discussion. It happens all the time. We have this discussion about twice a year with both Tyler, the Creator, and Childish Gambino. How they used to come out with kind of like a lot of anti-black rhetoric before kind of rebranding themselves, quote unquote, as pro-black, when the whole time they're just black kids, bro. Just black people learning themselves and learning about their blackness and stuff. Different societal ways. If you're raised one way and then you believe one thing and you kind of jump on that train of like, I'm not accepted by the blacks. They don't accept me in the black space. And the white people don't expect me either because they think I act too black for the white kids and too white for the black. Like that's a whole thing, right? It was a whole genre of people, of black people and things of that sort. You grow up and you realize, hey, that was pretty anti-black of me. That was a pretty whitewashed mindset. And then what do? You change and you adjust. Why am I saying it? Because I feel like I fall under the exact same line. I resonated with a lot of the stuff that the Odd Future guys were saying, although like I wasn't a full Odd Future kid because they were just saying some wild stuff about Jesus Christ. And, I grew up in the church, everything like that. Woo woo. However, like the Childish Gambino, that was the reason why he was and is my favorite artist ever. Is because I just connected with a lot of the like, oh, the black kids say I act too white and they say I speak too white. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a whole thing. So I resonated with it. I realized a lot of that stuff was kind of self-hate. And I looked down on a lot of black people for this and that. But I had to grow up and learn about the stuff and just realize that it was. I don't think there's anything wrong with learning and growing and changing as you get older. So why are people holding Tyler, the Creator, down to the fire and Childish Gambino down to the fire for the things that they rapped about and kind of like this image they portrayed in 2011 and 2025? I think it's weird, bro. Here it is every year with Tyler. Exactly. If you are yourself, respect yourself, and others and are not fake, most people will accept you. I don't agree with that, SSB. I think it became something where I was accepted like my junior year of high school because people just started like actually, like talking to me. If they are outside my usual circle of friends, of course I have my circle of friends, everything like that. We was cool by ourselves. But it's like with the overall societal kind of thing of high school, I wasn't accepted by outside groups of my own social bubble until like junior year. Because junior year, I would go with Mo. Shouts out to Mo, friend of the channel, everything like that. Y'all see him on the channel all the time, 1 a.m. podcast. Mo, I would just go with Mo to the basketball games my junior year. And going to the basketball games in the student section, a lot of times, like, I would just talk to a lot of the kids from the other social groups. And once they actually talked to me and was like, oh, this guy is actually kind of cool. By the time I was a senior and graduated, okay, yeah, I was kind of like popular or whatever. So it was like a weird turn from being kind of like a unknown underclassman to like a popular kid as a senior. And I think that turn just happened because people just gave a chance to actually get to know me. Instead of just judging me as a book by its cover, by the way I spoke, by the way I dressed, all of the things of just like, oh, this kid's white, eating lame, he band kid, whatever the case might be. So I don't agree with that, like especially back then. But I mean, I just do think a lot of the beliefs I had was just like kind of anti-black and stuff like that as a result of that. Because I was like, oh, black kids don't accept me, this and that. I did have that. So I'm not gonna lie about it. But you live and you learn, bro. You grow and you learn. Why do you need to educate a white fan base about black music? This all happened, by the way, because D'Angelo died. D'Angelo, why did you have to leave us like this, brother? You left us with Tyler, the Creator, Childish Gambino, 2011 racial discussions again. Dang it, D'Angelo. Rest in peace, bro. We miss you. But here's DJ Swagalaw. Pimp my ride, baby. Pimp my ride, baby. Say all caps. Yeah, it was a hat that he did put on his merch, Golf Wang, with the little watermelon, like black thing and stuff like that, the black face. So here's a quote from his Forum Spring a few weeks back, what he said about the hat. It's actually a whole thing with that shirt. I had like an effing paragraph to go with it, but I didn't feel like putting it out. The thing that makes me mad about it is that one of the most young people who might get mad over it have no relation with it. Their grandparents might, but them, nah. But why still put it out? And that is history. That was so real. So me putting something on that was actually something on a shirt isn't bad when it was a effing Googled image. You get me? It's like, why are you so angry that I brought a piece of history up? They don't even teach this stuff to kids in school. Half of the people probably buying it probably just think it's really funny looking face because no one talks about it in part of Black history. Oh, wow. Martin Luther King Jr. has some speeches and there was a couple. This is bad, Tyler, the Creator. I'm not going to lie. Look, I'm on saying all this now. This was not me, but geez, this is bad. But now I've never opened a history book in school and had it informed to me or one of my peers about how white it would be dressed up as black people the way they have been seeing us for entertainment. And the funny part about it is we have a modern day blackface with rappers talking about guns and chains and women and all of that, but I don't see anyone mention that part. Nah, because they are blind to the fact that is how white people see all of us, stupid rappers with modern blackface. But when someone brings up a piece of old history with a pen and put a piece on cotton, no pun, no pun is crazy. Everyone is a set F out of here. It's just a photo. I mean nothing by it. I just thought it would be cool to tell the truth. All right, bro, that's really bad. I'm not gonna lie. So the internet, all these white kids wearing blackface hats and stuff and don't even know what it is, but want to tell you it isn't that serious. It is. Shouts out to Matthew. So members of the internet were getting on him. LOL, ain't nobody afraid of nobody. I'm a grown man and an OG member. Please don't wonder why we keep our distance. Oh, here we go. Smacking the stuff out of any white dude wearing the golf blackface stuff on site. I don't care who designed it. Some stuff is just too far. Took all of me not to smack this stuff out of break the other day. I had the nerve to wear that stuff to a hip hop show. Dudes thirsty for shocking controversy all the time just to make good music and shut up. Yikes. He clocked this T. Don't wonder why we keep our distance. Stand for something. Yikes. LO ain't afraid of nobody or nothing. I'm a grown man, an OG member. Please. Dang, they got on him. I ain't gonna lie. Here's the internet. Desensitizing is one thing, but when you don't educate your followers on what it even is, it's a problem. Too far. I'm not mad at anyone. Just some things I guess I'll never understand. That's all I'll say about it. But real quick, Google blackface, do some research, get educated. Because if Matt sees you in that hat and you don't know what it means, that's what y'all call a complaint. LOL, y'all lame. So that was Sid. Yeah, Sid and members of the internet were getting on him and stuff like that. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to Matt Martians. I believe he's from Atlanta. I think he's from Atlanta, Matt Martians, right? Hold on, let me see. Matt Martian. He is from Atlanta. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, and he's 37, so he's older than Tyler and stuff. So he definitely has a better perspective on it coming from the South and being older. Let me see. Okay, I get that story. I can see someone in your shoes. You make sense. Appreciate it. RIP, yeah, rest in peace, D'Angelo. That hat was so unnecessary. Yeah, Tyler was wilding for that, bro. Tyler was wilding for that. I'm not gonna lie, like because what is the lesson here? He said, "I'm just trying to show a lesson of history." What was the lesson, Tyler? Someone said Tyler, the creator, the reason why we got a white demographic in hip hop now, all that odd feature loader scratch stuff is basically just Jack A for black people. That stuff got invited to the wrong company to rap. And someone said, LOL, maybe I should have worded that tweet differently. Yes, white people have loved rap for quite some time. Yes, Eminem is pretty much the start of that type of white people I'm talking about. Ushered into hip hop. When Eminem was rapping like that, it was frowned upon. 2010, when Lil B and Odd Future came along, basically told white people, oh, they rap like that too, and it's cool. Hobson is another one. Those shock value edgelord teenage white boys were ushered into it by weirdo boys from California. Socials played a part of it, cool, but they made that stuff acceptable. Y'all talk about how influential Tyler, Creator, is, and I never denied that he was, but this is his influence. Like, love it. This is what he brought to the table. And then someone said, y'all never would have said this about Wu-Tang Clan, but have you looked at their fan base as of late? A group of 9 black men from the projects of Brooklyn and Staten Island are practice some of the blackest forms of Black Islam. White boys were skating to that stuff in Maz in 1995. MF Doom, please stop telling the lies. Oh, MF Doom is a great example. Some of the blackest artists have like the widest fan bases for some reason. Like socially conscious artists and stuff like that. Like black people, like No Name and all them. Like No Name has to be like, I hate white people. Stop coming to my show with white people in the crowd for people to stop showing up. It just is what it is. LOL, nah, hip hop being sold out to corporations and trying to make it a pop genre is really the root of the issue. Here we go back. Commercialization is really how hip hop raised the barrier for entry for everyone, even though it still has gatekeepers. Social media and the late stage capitalism have limited that. Also, CC, Young White Avatar episode of Atlanta. Yeah, that's a great example. But yeah, I think it's like the pop of it, making it very simple and rewarding people with simple lyrics and stuff like that have kind of like made hip hop that and things of that sort, like made it appeal to the pop audience which is, I guess, code for white. But also, like, white people like conscious rap. Like, they really do. So I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. Maybe it's just we just do cool stuff, and everybody likes us doing cool stuff, regardless of what we do, regardless how you package it. White people are gonna follow, bro, because we just make stuff cool. Maybe it's not that deep. Maybe it is just black people do cool stuff, and white people like it because it's cool, and everybody likes cool stuff. Maybe it's not even that deep. Every time this conversation comes up, I'm reminded most black people have no idea how white most popular rappers fan bases actually are. You should go to a Key Glock concert and see see a sea of white people. NBA YoungBoy and maybe Uzi are the only mainstream adjacent artists where the fan base is fairly evenly split between white and non-black fans and black fans. Rod Wave shows are pretty black. I say Rod Wave shows are pretty black. And it looks like kind of young boys are kind of, but yeah, I say Rod Wave shows are pretty black, and he's doing arenas. So shouts out to Rod Wave. The Groovy Files. Tyler Discourse is interesting because even though early Odd Future was nearly Odd Future, it was early Odd Future derogatory. A lot of the members did a good job at least learning from those days, not excusing it, but it's a big reason why people don't hold it over their heads that much. At the end of the day, they were kids, bro. They learned and they switched up. Like Earl Sweatshirt makes some of the, you know what I'm saying? Tyler and Childish Gambino both got popular off of quote unquote too black for the white kids, too white for the black edgy music. Then when they mature and have a pro black heel turn, they act surprised that black people are like, "We saw you, dude." LOL. That's an Earl Sweatshirt quote. I grew up also during the Odd Future Childish Gambino thing. A lot of us messed with it in middle school because it was edgy and stupid. You eventually grow up out of it, which both artists did. We don't pigeonhole black art for white sensibility. I mean, I listened to Odd Future, but I can't act like it didn't happen. LOL. Beyond the racial stuff, there were jokes in like every Tyler song. We can acknowledge that stuff was weird. 100%. They forgot the two white for the blacks line fast. Like, come on, dog. You don't see what this did. This is for the N-words in the suburbs and the white kids with the N-words. Say the N-word. And the ones who got called weird. Because you call it Steven Spielberg. That's oldie. Bumping oldies on my cellular phone. Y'all know that song? That song is hard. Y'all talking about two young black men who came into themselves into a genre and the subculture that didn't and doesn't make space for the full spectrum of blackness in the spotlight. Facts. Tyler was on some weird stuff. Childish music was simply swings like Logic did. Great catalog of music that's simply meant to be consumed by multiple audience. Tyler intentionally funneled white kids into his music. Childish fan bases were naturally to that type of music. I don't know, man. Childish Gambino said, he said, black and white music? Nah, brother, that's a mixtape. Shout out Childish Gambino. He said, because they trying to get my demos on white kids with money. Young, black, and gifted, most hated America. Come on, man. Y'all don't know about Donald. Donald really be spinning. Y'all don't really be. People don't even know, bro. Let's not forget that Tyler created a large part of his early career was talking about girls, and his main demographic was young white males. So let's not forget the moment Odd Future got popular. He signed a deal, moved to Hollywood on somewhere with his white friends. This is literally articles of him living with his white friends. But yeah. His man's entire clique is black, but go off. Facts. BS as usual. People forget when you first branched off, he was messing with the white guys. Yeah. It was a white guy. What a world. You like, I know myself. I know the articles, what's going on. He was with the white guys, but the whole Odd Future was black. Let's not pigeonhole black art. That's the culture. I disagree, actually. These two groups had white fan bases for different reasons. Gambino had a large white fan base because of Community and 30 Rock. That's a great point. But basically, by his second album, he made a reoccurring point to express he was making music about his black identity. Okay. That's something. Let me see. I think it's important to note that none of the biracial have white parents. They must be for biracials who think the experience is just unique of being biracial, while universal for low self-esteem black folks. All right, let me see. But yeah. Where are we at now? Let's go to Sage. That one person who was on that weird stuff in 2012 is doing that now. They've grown and matured and given us some great music in the process. That said, when you don't address that stuff head on, people will have the stances they do now. I feel like they've addressed it multiple times. Like Tyler addressed it all throughout Call Me If You Get Lost on multiple tracks and things of that sort. Specifically like Massa and the joint with Damo. When he's talking about Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff, like they have addressed it. So like, and Gambino addressed it too, like during his Coachella set or one of his sets, he said, we've all said some crazy stuff, right? I said some crazy stuff in 2011. And he was like, then he performed some of those songs. And like, but that was his like, like disclosure thing. Trying to blame Tyler for letting edgelords in when Eminem is right there is a choice. Facts. Okay, I'm gonna amend this tweet because I'm getting tired of you guys misinterpreted it. I'm saying edgy rap and edgelord rap fans did not start with Tyler, the creator. It is factually incorrect to say so. I'm not defending Tyler. I don't care. That's real. That's real. All right. Where we at? All right. Let's see what this one is. Y'all ain't have the same smoke for Eminem, but want to try to cancel Tyler, the Creator, every year. I feel like they do it with both. Because remember, the lady had the TikTok when she was like, Gen Z wants to cancel Eminem? And she's rapping over the song. That's like one of the kind of, the classics on the internet and things of that sort. So people do it with Eminem. If someone and was the gangster type, they would have forgave him. That is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Someone said a lot of it is some really crabs in the barrel type of stuff. Once Tyler grew up and moved past all the edgelord antics, he's done nothing but push black art forward. You guys sound ridiculous trying to tear him down for stuff when he has no control over things he did when he was 19 years old. Facts. I ain't gonna lie. And I agree with Reed here, bruh. This is literally, you see some artists get convicted and proven to do some heinous things. And like, people will be like, bro, he real, bro. Free this and that. And it's like, bro, he ended the lives of like 5 black people at least. And we're like, oh, this and that. Like, we exalt them like some heroes. That's crazy work. But you can't be like, yo, black people don't accept me. I don't think black girls like me. Like, when you're 15, that's crazy. Tyler, Creator, is low-key example of why quote-unquote suburban black kids be annoying as heck. Like, see, and here's the issue. It's like, y'all take a thing from D'Angelo dying, and it got to this point where we're talking about blackness and the circumference of blackness. This is so annoying and whack. It's whack. Also, this is coming from someone who grew up in the suburbs, so please stop whining in my replies. You're not special. I don't think he was necessarily a suburban kid. He lived only a few minutes away from Inglewood. Facts. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird, man. The whole black enough thing is annoying. It's tiring. And it was designed to what? To split up the power of the black family. There we go. You guys know it by now. Because if you tell someone that they're not black enough and tell someone they're not black enough, you keep telling them, hey, you're not black enough. You're not black enough. You're not black enough. If you keep telling them that, guess what? Some people who aren't strong enough in their own sense of identical everything like that, guess what they're going to do? They're going to be like, the black people hate me. They don't accept me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a white wife. I'm going to get a white husband. And they're not doing it because they just happen to fall in love with someone that was of the other race. They do it to spite their own race because their own race never accepted them. And guess what happens as a result? The black family is broken up in generations and we're diluted and our everything is just out the window. Or we become whitewashed. That's what they want. The CIA implanted that you're not black, too white. You act white, you talk white, you dress white, you a white boy in the black Oreo. All of a sudden, the CIA, they gave money to push the boys in the hood narrative, to make Friday, Boys in the Hood, all these hood classics, black classic movies, all of these things. It was all on purpose. NWA, biggest rap group. This is what blackness looked like. And if you don't resemble this, then you ain't black. And they do all of this to make kids feel insecure about themselves. Because if you don't feel accepted by your own kind, then guess what? Shoot, maybe I just wasn't born to be a black person. Maybe I should be with some white people. You hate yourself and you hate the blacks for not accepting you for who you are, for being different. You get with white people, with a white person, and the black family is successfully split up and divided, conquered, all of the things. Sweetie says, you're going to court, sweetie. She said, the recent accusations about me are false, defamatory, and deeply disturbing. These claims misrepresent the facts and are solely aimed to damage my reputation. This person has never managed me. She was simply introduced to me by family. Her motives are now obvious. I'll let the lawyers take it from him. Honey, you're going to court. I love when people use the legal system to their benefit. We shall see where the facts lay everything out, and see where this ends for Sweetie and the whole crew. Shouts out to the Icy Girl. Shouts out to all my, you know what I'm saying, S workers as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing, whatever, you know, minding my business ain't none of my business. Y'all get y'all money how y'all want. It is what it is. Also, shouts out to everybody resisting those workers and trying to clean up their act and stuff like that and trying to stay on the straight and narrow. Salute to everybody. Turkey Leg Hut founder arrested, accused of aiding Houston kidnapping subset. Nikita Holmes, co-founder of Houston's popular Turkey Leg Hut, was arrested and is facing felony charges. They tied up a girl and put her up and all that and stuff. I seen the picture. It was gruesome. I cannot show that on YouTube, but it was gruesome. If y'all look it up, it's terrible. Turkey Leg Hut founder Nikita Holmes. Let me see. Can I see this? Can I see this without logging in? Let me see. They say back home, unlock Olive Chronicle, back home. Can I see this without doing that? Arrested? I guess I can't. Well, shouts out to the Chronicle, man. Shouts out to the Chronicle. What the heck is this? What is this? Why did the whole thing for like hotels.com pop up? What the heck? I guess I can't see it. Just is what it is. Let me see. The blessings keep rolling in. LOL. The only reason there's a lifetime special of the Holmes family and the downfall of Turkey Leg Hut is because the TV producers are waiting to finish the story playing out, because this is such a wild and unfortunate ride. Arson, infidelity, drugs, and fraud. You know what? Give this mother the book, because she knew this scum was coming to help him. They can't stay out of trouble, I see. Gated content. That's lame. Chronicle. Facts, I ain't gonna lie. They trying to get that money. Get your money, but dang, we can't see nothing, bro. I ain't going to the no paywall either. She's accused of helping Jonathan Shazian, the man who days earlier was accused of beating his ex-girlfriend with the iron, all while free on bond from earlier charges. Excuse me. He was also charged with aggravated kidnapping and aggravated of a member. Then why didn't she lie when he was in the house if she didn't know he had warrants? She's too old to be doing this and playing dumb behind the front or anyone else. There's no evidence that she knew he had warrants previous of his counter. She wanted in on the felony charges. Oh, so you feel bad for her because she chose the right man? Watch the partners you choose. I'll say that. Watch the partners you choose, man. Especially when, you know what I'm saying, you got a brand, a company on your name, all those things. All right, man. Whatever. Shouts out to Houston. D'Angelo's daughter. Oh, I didn't even read this. Yo, these are stuff from like 2 days ago and everything. Amani Archer. Dear Daddy, there are no words to describe this immeasurable loss. I'm in absolute disbelief and shock. You were my biggest hype man, my protector, my biggest musical inspiration, the kindest and most selfless man, the best father anyone could ever have. No one will ever measure up to how brave and strong you are. Till the end, you made sure to protect me from anything that would scare me or hurt me. I love you so much, Daddy. I wish I had more time to spend with you. Oh, man. For you to show me new music, play piano with me, so for some of our favorite songs, or go back and forward about your favorite go-to meals. You're a one-of-a-kind soul. And I'm so grateful you chose me to be your daughter. I'm not sure how I'll ever be able to live on without you, but I'll never forget all of your advice and the things that you told me on how to get on through this life. Dad, I miss you more than life, and this is breaking my heart into a million pieces. I wish I could just hold your hand one more time. I will forever honor and carry on your legacy, Dad. Everything I do will always be for you. I'm going to miss you, hearing your voice every single day. I'll always be your baby girl. F Cancer. Dang. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to Miss Imani. So sorry. Prayers up to the family. W team captain. Oh, let me mute. They got music on this joint. Oh, he asked her to. Oh, he asked her to homecoming. The team captain. Oh, look at her smile. She lit up immediately. Oh, man. Bruh, come on, man. Come on, man. Love to see it, boy. Boy, I love to see it, boy. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Boy. Man, what? Boy, you a good boy, man. Good boy. These high school kids, bro, they got so much heart, bro. Oh, my gosh. Oh, they are such nice people, bro. They're such nice people, man. It's like people talk about the generations getting softer and softer as time goes on, but I think they're becoming so much more empathetic, bro. Like, you're seeing this more and more often. Like, this has always been a thing, but I just feel like it's so much more genuine, and people are just nice, bro. Dang, man. Shouts out to all the kids, bro, for sure. Man. Shouts out, bro. Not gonna cry. Mitch McConnell falls. I never reacted to this. This is my first time watching it. I literally held it for 2 days for the stream. So I say thank you. That's dedication. 83-year-old Senator Mitch McConnell.
My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
All right, I'm only laughing because I seen someone say, like, in response to this, old people be knowing what they're doing. And I didn't watch the video because I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. But the timing of his fall, he 100% knew what he was doing right here. This was intentional, bruh. This is intentional, bruh. Your soul don't like your body. We helped you free it. So be it. So be it. You cried in front of me. Calabasas took it in front of me. After watching it in slow motion, it's clear he got yanked down by the depths of hell itself. It's embarrassing that we've allowed the halls of Congress to function as a nursing home rather than installing term limits. Hey, man, if you're in Marietta, make sure you vote. You know what I'm saying? Marietta, Georgia, make sure you vote. My hometown, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all vote. I went back home to vote, but I don't live in Marietta anymore. My parents don't live in Marietta anymore. So I was voting in Mapleton's local election. But make sure you vote if you're in Marietta. If you know, you know. He did get out of answering a question, but I can't prove it. So he slipped on ice is funny. Don't know how to stay home. Senate devises contingency for fall prone. Mitch's be tripping is stop it. Term limit is the solution. The real problem is someone who spends 4 to 8 years here. The real problems are those who spend 30 or 40 years here. Wait, they follow their leader. Anything to not answer the question. Would have been way cooler. Oh, I ain't watching no AI video. But the potential for diminished capacity, which affects judgment and ability to handle crisis, is a serious national security matter that we can no longer ignore. Someone said jab. That's funny. Fall act hurt. He's flopping. Mitch McConnell was flopping. Get to the foul line. Help his team win. GOP racist chat has been exposed. This is from Politico. I love Hitler. I don't even know if I could say that name on YouTube. Leaked messages expose young Republicans' racist chat. Thousands of private messages reveal young GOP leaders are joking about gas chambers, slavery, and rape. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. When do we bring that side out? You're giving nationals too much credit and expecting the Jews to be honest. Are you going to do whatever it takes? If we ever leak this chat, we will be cooked for real, for real. When did we start bullying dude? It was great. He also hates the Jews. Boom, they're gone. They love the watermelon people. Oh, wow. Also, we're officially under consideration for a Trump endorsement. I'm ready to watch people burn now. Okay, all right. There is that. What is this? Oh, snap. My boy Malik. Hey, Malik. Hey. Hold on, let me text Malik. Malik just sent me some bread. Hey. All right, we got to get back. Birds and Buckets will be back soon. Malik just sent the bread. Yes, sir. New season of Birds and Buckets. All right. Anyways, great. I love. I go to the zoo to watch the monkey play ball. All right. And everyone who endorsed by them votes for us is going to the gas chamber. Stay in the closet. Yo, that girl is fully. It's from Jason Beeferman and Emily Go. Leaders of the young Republican groups throughout the country are worried that what would happen if their Telegram chat ever got leaked, but they kept typing anyway. They refer to black people as monkeys and the watermelon people and mused about putting their political opponents into gas chambers. They talked about raping their enemies and driving them to unliven themselves and lauded Republicans who they believe support slavery. William Hendricks, the Kansas Young Republicans vice chair, used the words the N-word and the N-word. Guh and guh. Variations of a racial slur more than a dozen times in the chat. Bobby Walker. Oh, you better say his names. Bobby Walker, the vice chair of the New York State Young Republicans at the time, referred to grape as quote unquote epic. Peter Ginta, who at the time was the chair of the same organization, wrote in a message sent in June that quote unquote everyone votes is going to the gas chamber. Ginter was referring to an upcoming vote on whether he should become the chair of the Young Republican National Federation, the GOP's 15,000 member political organization for Republicans between the ages of 18 and 40 years old. I'm going to create some of the greatest psychological torture methods known to man. We only want true believers, he continued. 2 members of the group chat responded. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. Everyone that endorsed them but then votes for us is going to the gas chamber. When do we start bullying, dude? We have a solid 3 people who we probably can have them want to jump. If they want to vote for us, why would they be gas? When do we bring that side out? I'm going to create some of the greatest psychological tortures known to man. We only want true believers. Can we fix the showers? Gas chambers don't fit the aesthetic. We're going to watch people burn now. We got to pretend like we like them. Hey, come on in, take a shower, relax. Boom, they're unalive. Okay, that's very, very disturbing. Liberating the atmosphere. The 2,900 pages of group chat shared among the dozen millennial and Gen Z Republicans between early January and mid-August, oh, you're cooked, chronicled their campaign to seize control of the National Young Republican Organization on a hard line of the pro-Donald Trump platform. Many of the chat members already work inside government parties and party politics, and one serves as a state senator. Ooh, interesting. Is that so? Huh? So you like to use the N-word, huh? You like to call us the monkey boys? Huh? 251 times. The N-word, the F-word, the R-word was used more than 251 times. I was shocked and disgusted to learn about the racist, anti-Semitic, and misogynistic comments that are attributed to the members of the New York State Young Republicans. This behavior is indefensible and has no place in our party or anywhere in public life. It needs to be in private life. Please, seeking Trump's endorsement. They said, oh, yeah, we're going to get Trump's endorsement. Asked if the New Yorkers in the chat were watching the NBA playoff game. Genta responded, I go to the zoo if I wanted to watch a monkey play ball. He is so funny. He doesn't watch the NBA because he doesn't want to watch the monkeys play ball. Huh? He's so funny. You guys are so whack, so lame, so weak. You ain't going to do nothing. You only talk. Yeah, weak in person. I don't have the same energy to people's faces. Joe, did you look it up yet? Just did. Probably shouldn't have on my work computer. The Spanish come to America and have stuff. Every single woman is unalive. It was epic. Terrible. Hayden. Oh, yeah. So edgy. If you ever had the leak of his chat. I joined 10K to pay for my next vacation to Italy. He joked about the organization's bank account. I spent it on a massage. He says another check deposited into the account. Great. Can't wait to get sued by our venue. Oh, yeah. These guys are the funniest. They should be the new kings of comedy, man. These kids are just so edgy and funny. The young Republicans chat. Not all Republicans are racist, but these Republicans just happen to be racist, and they just happen to be Republican. So that's what it is. Funk legend and pioneer George Clinton also shared a heartfelt tribute to D'Angelo on his Instagram. We lost more than a musician. We lost a vessel of vibration, a brother who carried the torch for everything raw, real, and rooted. The cat had church in the chords, grit in the groove, and funk in his DNA. D'Angelo was the truth, plain and funky. He didn't just make music. He channeled his ancestors. He bent time. He put that soul on wax like nobody else. That cat had church in his chords, grit in his groove, and funk in his DNA. We lost more than his musician. We lost a vessel of vibration, a brother who carried the torch for everything raw, real, and rooted. Rest in power, D. Mothership's got a seat for you, and I know you'll keep the jam going on up there. Funk eternal, love eternal. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to George Clinton, the funk legend. Brian McKnight celebrates. He celebrated.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025. But
he celebrated $8.8 million court battle after the judge rules in favor of his ex-wife against his ex-wife, Julie, ending a long legal battle over finances and defamation.
We are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. That from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Miko again. Do not call Miko again. Leilani, if you are also checking these messages, that goes for you as well. I am very serious about this. I am very serious about this. Do not text him, period. Period. Please understand that. And Brian, you know me. You know me. And you know that I mean what I'm saying to you.
Boy, that is some family drama. I think Brian McKnight got the most family drama. You know how people be like, oh, you're family drama, bro. We all got family drama. No, Brian McKnight has the worst family drama of any celebrity, hands down. Some response. I think the Jackson family is up there as well. Like the fact that Tito and them and all that, like don't rock with them. Hold on, I gotta reshare. Did the Brian McKnight one play? I don't even know. I hope it did. If it didn't, oh man, I'm cooked. But let me see.
I've tried really, really hard to not touch on it, to let it go, to be the bigger person, to be mature, to be something. But the shit going on with my dad right now, man. If y'all aren't seeing what's happening, if y'all aren't seeing the fact that this is just a very hurt and a very emotionally unavailable and not intelligent person, the person that is still have not been able to handle the death of his own mother, the things that we're seeing him go through right now, to decide to make certain posts on my late brother's birthday.
Wow.
Say what you want, dog, but the gloves are off for me, just to keep it real. And and the thing about it is, just like, I get it, man. You know, our parents, they're humans too. They've gone through things too. Whatever the grievances they have against each other, whatever. My issue is, though, man, you don't want me to start talking about the things that I had to deal with in my childhood, the things that I will take to my grave, the things that my brother took to his grave, that we could put out there, the things that we could say as a son, as a teenager, as a 15-year-old that my brother was when we started touring, the things that we went through together, the things that we actually saw, the things that we actually lived with and dealt with because our dad wasn't emotionally intelligent enough nor mature enough to actually be a father. You don't want that. And without even getting too deep, man, it's like to do it on my brother's late birthday, my baby brother's heavenly birthday, his first heavenly birthday. This is the post you decide to make. That's not petty. You don't think people are going to realize that that's ridiculous and that it's obviously strategic? Who are you trying to hurt if it's not me and my mother and our family? Who are you trying to hurt? Who are you trying to hurt, man? Which has always been my issue. Which is why way back when that started all this, I made the post that I made because I knew that this was the only thing that would get you, man. Maybe that was my fault. I've taken accountability for it. But it's become obviously clear, and maybe not even just me, and I'm hoping to the masses that we're dealing with someone that has unchecked trauma that they're not dealing with. So in closing, man, just to keep it real, this isn't the last time I'm going to talk about this, because I've realized that maybe it's time for me to start talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe it's time for me to start not airing shit out, but being vulnerable enough and open enough as someone that has lived an insane life. I'm going to start talking about these things, man. It's unfortunate that we're going through this with my father. It's unfortunate that y'all are watching my father and my mother duke it out publicly. But what I can assure you is, though, the truth will be revealed. You'll feel it. You'll know it to be true. If you actually have a heart, if you actually have a soul, and you at the very least try, you'll see the truth.
Yeah, like I said, I was saying the Jackson family, and I was trying to think of who it was. God rest Tito's soul, by the way. Laila McKnight, wife of Brian McKnight, mother to Julia Jack, Kiko, and Brian Makoko McKnight. This is wild to me, like, man. Brian McKnight is a POS. He disowned his kids while singing about love and commitment. He a sucker. Someone get this Uncle Clyde and the rest of the Take Six in line to meditate on the relationship. Maybe make a song about it or something. Dudes need to call. You need to call Dr. Phil. Going to war with someone that came out of your nutsack and shares the same name is crazy work. I will never dig deeper into the story because of all the intricate details tap and informed opinion. I've enjoyed Brian McKnight's rant because it was funny to me. I have no desire to research the particulars or to make it funny. I didn't even watch the whole video, but as soon as he said gloves off with me, bro, to his dad, he done lost me. Y'all call a therapist for this ungrateful, disrespectful loser. You're a grown man, boy. Get a job. These rich kids are crazy. I bet he's still using his dad reps to get girls as well. I don't know. Junior sounds ungrateful. What a broken family. Bless it. Shaking my head. Yeah, but the Jackson family has some crazy stuff going on too. I think it's like Jermaine and Randy, right? Jermaine and Randy, like they're beefing because they have like the same like baby moms. Jermaine and Randy are brothers in the famous Jackson family who had a major falling out after Jermaine secretly married Randy's ex-girlfriend and the mother of Randy's 2 children. The marriage in 1995 and the birth of 2 more children, Jafar and Your Majesty, between Jermaine and Alejandra caused a deep rift between the brothers, leading to a period of not speaking to each other. See, because the Jacksons right now, the only ones who like perform with the Jacksons officially is like Jackie and Marlon, right? Let me see the Jacksons. Hold on, look. But 2025 though. It's just Jackie and Marlon. Jackie and Marlon now. So yeah. And it used to be Tito, rest in peace to Tito, and then Tito passed, so now it's just those guys. I don't know, bro. Sad to see. And I don't know. I hope they get back right. You know what I mean? But family stuff can get tricky, but those are definitely by far Brian McKnight and the Jacksons probably like 2 of the craziest that I know of. That's just like, oh, that's insane, bro. Hold on, let me go back to this. Where we at? Go to the root story. But yeah, it's crazy that happened in 95 though, because like they did the reunion show in 2001. So I guess they put it aside for that. And then they put it aside for Michael's funeral, I guess, right? Let me see. Jackson 5 at Michael Jackson's funeral. Jackson funeral. I didn't even share the other one. Hold on. Let me share this tab. Okay. Yeah. They were right here. So they were together at Michael's funeral. Here, all of them are right here. Randy, Tito, Jackie, Jermaine, and Marlon. They're all here together. Jermaine sitting right here. And Randy's right here. So yeah, but I don't know, like where did this, why did it like kind of reoccur? Like why did it pop back up, you know? Rest in peace, Joe Jackson as well, man, you know. All right, bro. All right. Hold on. Look at Tito and Mike. No, I'm saying. Where were Michael Jackson's parents? Paid tribute to Michael Jackson. Where was this at? When was this? Dang, bro. The last 4 brothers right then. Oh, it was in California. Okay, it was some California stuff. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just interested. I'm going down a rabbit hole now. I'm here now. Like there's no turning back. Okay, bet. That was 2020. Dang. So 2020 they were cool. So why aren't they cool no more? They still beefing? Dang, bro. It'll be nice to see Jermaine, bro. Dang, it'd be nice to see Jermaine, and but I think Randy he MAGA now too. Randy's MAGA now, so I don't know. They probably had a falling out over that, over Joker being MAGA. I didn't even know my thing was over here, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff going on. I want to see this now, the Jacksons concert. Okay, all right, we're gonna go to the next thing. Let's go to the next thing. Time is running out. We got less than 30 minutes of the live. Laila Ali speaking to Clarissa Shields.
And delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Laila Ali, but she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it. Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
Now, what father would embrace someone like her or want to be associated with someone like her while she's trying to tear down his very own child? My father was the greatest of all time because not only did he have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind style in the ring, he was also a remarkable individual outside of it. He used his platform to uplift and inspire people. He carried himself with integrity, kindness, and grace. He was someone our community could be proud of, and he represented us well. You know what my father would say? She's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment.
No, oh my gosh, what is going? Oh my, I'm sorry. What is going on, bro? What is going on, bro? Oh my goodness. Bro, y'all gotta fight. Y'all gotta fight, bro. Like, maybe wait till Clarissa gets 40, but y'all gotta, oh my gosh.
And our culture.
Beneficial. Fuck them if they win against you. You don't need them bitches with you. Her man ain't got no balls, so you know his dick little. Not them fake hoes, do it for the.
Oh my goodness, no!
And just because they born light skinned that they just pretty. And just because they born who think they just so pretty. And just because they born light skinned that they just all that. That they can come on people's shit talking shit. I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes.
You have a clear picture of what our relationship was and what exactly happened in the past that led to today. Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her accomplishments?
Bruh, what is going on, bruh? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the irony is her dad, he talked trash and he goaded and he antagonized potential like Caressa. That's exactly what I was thinking. Is you gonna fight or not? Nobody asking for a 30-30 documentary. I love Layla, but let's not play holy or revisionist. Plus, Clarissa can fight, and she put her money where her mouth is, just like the greatest. If you mean something never end with me emoji takes away from the intelligence of your argument, stand on it. Imagine thinking you're going to dictate how I express my sentiments. Check your page. Yeah, you're definitely out of your rabbit mind. Has nothing to do with talking to Clarissa trying to tarnish the brand. Layla always supported Clarissa till she didn't. Layla's only addressing the lies Clarissa put on her and nothing else. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. He taught, but he never lied on anybody. He had integrity in class. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was kind of weird too. Like, he's like known for like, it's a whole book. I got the Ali book, the book of Ali, where he just like Ali rap, where he is just literally him talking trash like his whole life. Like, even like when he was older, he was like, I used to be pretty. Now I'm ugly. Like Dick Clark. Like he was like still going on with the jokes, bro. He's like the trash talker. Him and Gary Payton, bro. All I know, if the fight takes place, both women are gonna make some serious money. Facts. But I ain't gonna lie. It's getting kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they gotta fight now. Like, they have to fight now. We'll see. Next thing next. Kai's sister answers question about fame.
Question I asked myself a couple times, and I look back and just be like, how would it be? This is definitely a question I asked myself a couple times, and I look back and just be like, how would it be if I was living a regular life? I would definitely have more privacy, and I wouldn't think that I have to look over my shoulder. But the life I live now is definitely a blessing, and this is something that, like, you know, people imagine for themselves, or like, an average person will wish to have. So it's just like, I definitely take it into consideration and look at it as a blessing. For the most part, I try to learn how to deal with it, especially with the public eye, not having to do everything in the public eye, or like just adjusting. It just gave me a lot of anxiety. But for the most part, it's a blessing. Like I'm always gonna count my blessings. I'm not gonna look at anything as bad. Everything happens for a reason. You just gotta thank the Lord and not question Him. This is definitely a question.
There it is. There it is. She looked like Nicki Minaj. It makes sense why she's such a big Nicki Minaj fan, but she kind of looked like Nicki. I wish that I could have this moment. That's what I started thinking in the middle of it. I could have this moment. Samaya and Aspen, they were kicked out of the Uber.
You need gas? Leave it in my car. Huh? Leave it in my car. You crashed my car, your leg. I have video. Leave it in my car. Leave it in my car.
Leave your car?
I have video. Leave it in my car.
You have video of what?
Okay. Hold on.
What happened?
If something you broken, you could problem.
What's broken your car?
Please, leave it in my car.
Okay. What the? Chad, what? Wait, we gotta get everything on video. She said we broke her car. Wait, let me get.
Close the door.
What you recording for? I'm recording too. What the fuck? What's wrong with her? She put us out her car. She said we broke her car.
Bro, I thought she was gonna hit me, but I couldn't get the taser or nothing, bro. Like, I was so confused when she opened the door.
What's wrong with her?
Bro, I knew her ass was tweaking when she started first day that shit when the chat was like, ask me you just one reason to be mad. No, it was the way she was talking, like she overly aggressive. Wait, hold on.
Are you kidding me? I'm giving her a 0 stars. OMG,
She put us out.
she really just put us out. Do you need help? I'm gonna say get emergency help. This bitch trying to kidnap her. What's wrong with her?
Bro, give me chat.
Bro, she's drunk as up at a gas station.
I asked her, I said, you need gas or something? Bro, I couldn't even do nothing to her because I'm real live in disbelief on what the fuck she doing.
She must be from Chicago. She said, I'm real live. What the comments say? I have no clue what happened. What happened? Anybody know what happened? It doesn't look like they did anything. What happened? I think they were attempting some sort of insurance fraud. Cannot confirm. What? It looks like they only uploaded what they wanted us to see. Probably because they didn't show the part of the video where they did something. They're smirking, laugh like they always did. What happened? Always suspicious of clips like this. Like, why did it start the kickoff? We need the whole clip because this is too quick without the pushback. It's a live stream. Go look it up. Well, can someone clip the live stream for us? Like, what? For real, coming from this type stuff is obviously, but this is the only part we needed to see. Because if you want to go back and analyze what happened, you clearly can see they were live. Go look it up then if you care so much. I say get out the car, you get out. They should have called ICE. Okay, that's funny. Why not show the whole video? What did they do? You can find other people's videos. Go into the corner with the other NPCs. Why are people so like mad about this? Now this is a case they can win. What happened? She shouldn't kick them out. Then I'm unsubscribed for being rude. Your father's would be ashamed. You need gas? That was funny. Did she say you crashed a car with your leg? You crashed my car with your leg? I watched the live and they literally didn't do anything. She just pulled over and was like, get out. Y'all broke my car. Okay, so that's what happened. That was it. Let me see. I'm about to copy this. Let's see what happened. X. They just got kicked out. That's crazy if they did. I did see something else with Aspen where Samaya. Samaya was hating. And I was like, dang, she hating, bro. Like, she was like, he paid me $5. You think I care about this? He paid me $5 to get here. I was like, it's kind of messed up. You did that to him. Let me see. She told her to apply for Streaming University too. All right. Well, I guess I just won't find it, huh? I guess I just won't find it. And she said, "Who you think leading fans?" She was referring to No Cat. All of this. All right. Let's go ahead, man. Next thing. We got 17 minutes. Ron being messy. Okay. Let's see what this is about.
Hey! Hey! Listen, I was just making sure she's straight copy, okay? Okay, y'all still doing the pumpkin shit? How was it?
Super fun.
Did he keep you safe? Summer mans keep you safe. Very toughest, Lou. Don't ever touch me like that. Hey, listen, man. There's not a lot of time in life right now. I say we get straight into the pumpkin shit, y'all. Oh, hey, Lou. Eyes up here, buddy.
What? Nigga, I was fixing my fucking pants.
That's Will. Eyes up here, buddy.
Alright, bro.
Copy. I never see Lou wear gray sweatpants till today, y'all. Earlier today.
These are black pants.
Earlier.
Okay. All right.
You did too, right? Did you see the leak?
Did you see the leak? It's
Yo, what the fuck are you on?
Let me find out.
What? Did you find out what?
You guys have fun tonight.
These dudes are so rich, bro. These houses is crazy. FaZe pep rally. They did a pep rally and they said they'll never be invited to a pep rally again. I want to see what they said and said pep rally.
Let's get hyped if y'all gonna win that shit! I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Come on. Hey, make some fucking noise, y'all.
Oh yeah, they got to get mad.
Wait, make some fucking noise.
Oh, they got to get mad.
What?
Yeah, FaZe
We're done.
Yeah, FaZe not getting him invited again.
Okay, so we have 50 geek bars we're gonna give to everyone. Tell them? Yeah. Okay, so we have 50 geek bars we're gonna give to everyone, like as like a welcome.
I don't know what that is.
Bro, please stop, bro. Please. He's trolling. He's the biggest troll of all time. Oh no. Yes. He has 50 geek bars to give.
Yo, the man rug, bruh. Hey, yo. That's funny.
Hey, make some fucking noise, y'all. Wait, make some fucking noise. I fucked up. What? Bro! No, I didn't mean to do that.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. Rug's lifetime earnings, bro. Let me see.
Come on, keys.
Yeah, check it. Hey, don't show it.
Oh, he showed me his all-time revenue.
Please don't show it.
Oh, I can show that.
Oh, no. I was talking about Ron. Yeah, you can show that.
The all-time revenue on what, YouTube?
Hey, when you rich and you respond to something like that, that means this is crazy money, bro.
Okay, so you gotta think about this.
I gotta try to guess in my head.
He's brand friendly, so this is without sponsors. So you gotta think without sponsors.
So this is not.
This is just YouTube.
Yeah. So this is just YouTube.
Okay.
He said it's just YouTube.
Wait, am I reading right?
Oh no.
I'm not reading right?
No, you're reading right. That's what I thought at first too.
I'm not reading right.
I'm not right. I'm doing something wrong.
Hey, I'm blessed.
Is that possible?
He said I'm blessed.
You deserve
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna be
no,
honest
thank
with
you,
you.
bro.
You deserve that.
Thank you. It's a blessing, bro.
Holy shit! I just started. My eyes started to get dizzy. The fuck? You say no sponsors, and you're brand friendly. You don't curse or nothing, right?
Nah, you
Yeah, like on my channel, I don't.
Jeez Louise, man. Goodness gracious, bro. Sheesh. Whew. There's money out here, bro.
You are literally like the reason I started streaming. Like,
I know
oh
you
my
said
God.
that before.
Wait, I've never even wanted to cry to my stream.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dude, you're literally my favorite streamer. Like,
oh my god. He's the first person who's cried for me, bro, ever.
like, I met everyone, bro, but like, you are my favorite.
That's awesome. Thank you,
bro.
I'll be seeing your shit.
Word.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh wait, can I take a picture?
Yeah, let's do it.
No picture. Okay.
The idea of Ron being
Shout out AMP, y'all.
You are literally like the reason I started
Man,
streaming.
no.
Like,
Oh, you said that before.
You did all that.
Wait, I've never even watched Crackers.
That's hilarious, bro. This man said, "Shout out AMP." She hasn't met Speed. She probably fall down to her knees and start crying harder than this. These two on the stream would be a PR disaster. Not gonna lie. If he did it, anyone can. It's mad real. And the chat is just saying skip. That's messed up. Snow Bunny got so much aura. I'm even blushing myself. Is their name Snow? I thought her name was like Snow Cone, right? First successful, stable Snan. Shouts out to her, bro, for sure. Like he said, I be seeing her stuff, bro. I be seeing her around and stuff like that. Gypsy Crusader, aka Phil Miller. This guy is I don't even know if I want to play this because it's old and he just says the N-word a bunch. I don't even think it's worth my time. It's not worth the time, bro. I'm gonna skip it. He addressed the cuff him thing though. He addressed the cuff him thing.
And to sit there,
the cuff him thing, he just called cuff him the N-word a bunch of times.
Threaten me, say he wants to kill me, flash a gun, flash drugs. Dude, you cannot have a gun and weed and lean. You can't have these things together. You know? And I sat back and I like watched everything happen and watched all of the shit online for a while. I was up to like 4 a.m. after just watching it go crazy. I don't know how anybody could walk like, because I seen people like, oh yeah, cuff. No, he's a stupid nigger. Like he just proved everything that I said to be 100% true, dude. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna wait for the camera to come back because that's crazy. Dang, I know YouTube just man, I was on good terms with YouTube too. You just did the YouTube.
No matter how much money they have, none of that shit matters.
Dang it.
And I was happy that I got him banned. We got him banned from Kick. So I guess all of that money that he's making from Kick is like out the window now. He's going over to Twitch. And Twitch will probably ban him at some point too because he'll do that dumb shit again because he's a retarded nigger.
Oh my gosh, bro. All right, bro. I gotta go. I'm not even gonna. I can't even watch this, bro. YouTube is gonna get me out of here, bro. Come on, bro. It's not worth my channel. It's not worth my. I don't even know why I did that. That was stupid on me. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm so sorry. That was so stupid, bro. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It was not worth the channel at all, bro. We worked too hard every single day for that. Shouldn't even given them the light of time of day, bro.
Normal person who is actually working their ass off every single day in a 9-to-5 environment, grinding in the hopes of chasing the American dream. And then they'll come home, maybe turn on my stream and donate a couple of dollars to me. And it just doesn't sit right with me taking that kind of money, given what I've made from all of this. And I really should have just stopped this a long time ago, especially considering this is just the Twitch side of things. I told you, I'm going to show you my YouTube earnings. So be ready because here it is. Huge fucking...
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro. Lord have mercy. Bro, what? Bro, what? Dude, hold on. Let me look at mine, bro. Let me look at mine. I think it's probably TOS to show it on stream, but let me look at mine. Hold on. Analytics. I gotta look at this now because now I want to know. All right, analytics. Okay, This is for the last 28 days, but I need to see forever. Let me see. Lifetime. Dang, I made that much on YouTube. Hey, it ain't much as bro. But hey, look. Gosh, I ain't know I made that much on YouTube, bro. Oh my, I ain't gonna lie, I made some money on this mug. I didn't know I made this much money on here. Month by month, it stacks up. Dang. I guess, hey, hold on. My face ain't showing. The thing keeps freezing up. Hold on. Whenever it comes back on, is it gonna come back on now? Okay, there we go. I was just like, I ain't. Hey, shout out to me, bud. Keep working, man. Gosh, I didn't know I made that much on YouTube.
An unfathomable amount of money. From starting this channel in 2007 all the way.
It ain't nothing like this. Rest assured, it ain't nothing like even like a year of work. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a year of work. But it's, you know, it's more than I thought it would have been.
Until today, I have made $35.8 million. I never even imagined that amount of money was possible to earn without just being born rich. I have said from day one, I got incredibly lucky. I will never be able to put into words just how lucky I got with all of this shit here. I'm not special. I got lucky. I have always said that, and I still believe that to this day. Now, something I saw a lot of people asking after.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, this type of money just makes me, oh my goodness, almost pass out. Oh Lord.
The video I made about turning off all the donation stuff is how much money I'm leaving on the table. And while it's kind of hard to show it on Twitch considering both subs and bits are technically still on, even though I discourage both and have bits at a point where I don't think it's even possible to use them, I still can't get like a hard number on what's like gone now or anything like that. But on YouTube, I can show you directly. So with memberships and supers / gifts, I made over $1 million. Keep in mind, I've only had those things enabled for about a year. So it was $1 million in a year.
He made $1 million from donations, bruh. Bro, what the heck? Let me see. Can I see how much I made from that? How do you say this? Revenue? Oh my gosh. I made $55 from shorts. And then I've received $91 from donations. So there's that. Oh my gosh. The other revenue, everything together is like, I'll say is, boy, what? I'm gonna keep working, boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Gosh, see, I ain't know I made that much on there, bro. I ain't know. Because month by month is not that much. It's not that much. It was a little bit. One month I got there. I was like, oh my gosh. But other than that, it's not that much every month. I'll keep it a bean. But I guess like over time, I've been mindful for a few years now. You know, it is what it is. All right, this is the last thing. Then I got to get out of here. We got 4 minutes. Let's go. I'm Ben. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about the money. Like I didn't even know I made that. Jeez. All right, I'm grateful. Thank you, Jesus. You got a long way to go though. I'm trying to make that in a month. I'm trying to make my lifetime earnings from YouTube. I'm trying to make that in a month. Once I can start making that in a month, then we still not even where all them jokers at. They making 100,000 a month. I ain't making no 100,000. You know what I'm saying? I made a couple though.
Nice to meet you. I'm one of the founders of Spider.
Nice to meet you. This is great.
You don't have to put that anywhere. That's a secret. Look at my belt though.
That's bad. Where mine at?
I don't know. You gotta win a competition.
Do y'all got a cowboy hat for me?
Oh, I definitely music in the background. This might be raps. I think I'm gonna do that. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna meet it. So he's talking, they're having regular conversation, as you guys see. All right, cool stuff. What we need now, what I need you to tell chat, that's all you got to do. And then so she's talking to him. She says, so basically, and they're having a nice conversation and things of that sort. So they're talking, you know, they're mingling, mixing and mingling. We have a bunch of Black-feared women. They do this. I want you to like make fun of like the crowd or all the stuff or whatever and stuff like that. Oh, so he introduced him. He said, you need your cowboy hat. This our other announcer. And he said, He said, nice seeing you. He said, pleasure to meet you, man. And they're like, yeah. And then so now she puts her hand up to the camera. Oh, and she leaves. Dang. Well, he's visibly upset when this guy pulled up and ruined his convo. Man, he was working, bro. He was working. I watched it though. I just wanted to see what was going on. Anyways, I'm out. I got work in 2 minutes. Y'all enjoy the college football. Y'all enjoy the Saturday, man. Boy, keep going. If you're doing this, keep going, boy. Look, YouTube creator. Oh, what I'm a YouTube creator. That's what I am. They say, what are you? A YouTube creator. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep working. Get to 10,000. I ain't at 10,000 yet. Just to give you a heads up. So don't rob me. I ain't even make 10,000 on this mug yet. But I want to make 100,000. I want to make 100,000 in a month. I want to make my lifetime's earnings in a month. That'll be once I get to 10K. If I'm not already at my lifetime earnings, making that a month from where I'm at right now, that's my next goal. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm yapping. Keep going. If you do this, keep going. All right, my name is Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Please subscribe and follow along because I've been live on this channel each and every single day for the past 227 days. So follow along and support and stuff like that. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. I care for you. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.